Hi dear student, good morning. Today we are taking the topic that is very important of the mensuration area of a sector and segment of a circle. You are already familiar with the topic area and perimeter of the circle which we see in previous video. Now we see here how to find the area and perimeter of the part of the circle that is called segment and sector. So let's see. So first of all we see what is the meaning of the sector. Suppose we are given a circle of radius r with the center OA is the radius. Now we take another point on the boundary of the circle. Suppose this point B. So you already know this is length between A and B when we are moving on the path of circle or on the boundary of the circle. Then this AB is called as the arc. Clear? We call this as a arc of the circle. Clear? So in lower classes you are already familiar with the arc, chord, and what is the chord? That is the direct length between A and B. That is called as a chord of the circle. So meaning of the arc is a part of a circle, or it is a part of the circle between the two given point A and B. But chord is not part of the circle, it is a direct distance between 2 points of the boundary of the circle. So A, B. Clear? Now suppose if we are joining this point B from center, means we have a region that is the portion of the circle which enclosed between the two radii and corresponding. So you can say area of the region between two radii of a circle and corresponding arc is called the sector of the circle. So this is the definition in the right for the arc sector of a circle. This portion you can say, or you can say this shaded portion is represent the sector. Now we want to find the area of this region. Similarly, if you see this circle, and if we take 2 points and join this, then there is a region between the chord, that is this straight line AB. Straight line AB, or the distance between these 2 points, direct distance, is known as chord. And when you are moving on the boundary and you measure the distance AB, that is known as arc. So area between, or region between chord AB and arc AB is called the segment of the circle. Segment of the circle. Clear? So one can define the definition for segment of the circle. We can say area between the chord corresponding arc is known as segment. So region between the chord AB and arc AB is called the segment. So this is clear what is the meaning of segment of a circle and sector. Now we also see here important point that when this shaded portion is a sector of a circle, then unshaded portion is also sector. The unshaded portion means this is also a sector. So there are two sectors in a circle because this is also the region including between these radii and this is the corresponding arc of the circle. So we call this is as a major circle, major sector, and this is known as minor. So meaning is clear what is the minor sector and what is the major sector. When this angle is less than 180, that is the corresponding sector, and this angle, you may write here, angle AOB is called angle of sector, or you may call central angle. Angle AOB is called as the angle of the sector, or you may call central angle. So when this angle theta is greater than equal to 0 and less than 180, we are called it is minor sector. Otherwise, this when theta is greater than 180 is called major sector. So what is meaning of the major sector? The sector whose central angle is more than 180. You can see here, this angle is more than 180 degree because 180 means straight line like this. So this central angle is more than 180. The corresponding sector is called a major, and if this is a less than 180, then corresponding sector is called as the minor sector. Now very important, if suppose this angle is equal to 180, suppose we are saying our radii is OA and OB. This is OA, OB. So now this is also a sector where theta equal to 180 degree or central angle is 180 degree. So you can say this is in two equal parts. Circle is divided into two equal parts. Each has central angle same. That's why they are also called as a semi-circle. This sector now convert into semi-circle. Clear? Semi-circle. Now when this theta is complete 360, this sector is known as a circle. So we can say sector is also as a circle. When theta or central angle is complete 360. If this angle is complete 360, then A, B coincide with the A. So we get a complete circle. So when central angle is 360, the sector convert into circle, and we generally call it as a circle, not a sector. So these are the different positions for the sector. What is the meaning of the minor sector, major sector, and semicircle and circle? That is depend on the value of the central angle. Similarly, in the case of the segment, this is known as minor segment. Because this chord AB divides circle into two parts. This chord AB divides the circle into two parts. one is this smaller region and other is larger, that is unshaded region. So this unshaded region is called as a major segment. Major segment. So in this way we can define the minor and major segment. Clear? So now we want to find two important things for each one. What is the length of the sector and what is the area? So two important things we have to draw here. So let's say, first of all we take a sector, then we discuss about the segment. So see, if we consider the circular region to be a sector, form an angle of 360 degree. Suppose this is a sector. So central angle is of 360 degree. Clear? And its radius is r. Clear? So we can say when the central or when the degree measure of the angle, when the degree measure of central angle is 360. So we can say at this time this sector is converted into circle. So we can say the area of the sector, or you may call generally circle, that we know pi r square. When this central angle we are taking as a 360, area of the sector, which is complete a circle, which we are called here as a sector. So area of a sector means area of a circle, and we know when the degree measure of central angle is 360, the area of the sector is pi r square. Clear? So when the degree measure of the central angle is 1, we solve this by unitary method. When the degree measure of central angle is 1 degree, area of the sector by unitary method pi r square upon 360. We are using the unitary method. If the central angle is 360, area is pi r square. If 1 degree, pi r square by 360. Like we have solved, cost of 50 pen 100 rupee, cost of 1 pen 100 upon 50. In similar way we solve. Now suppose we say the central angle is of theta or any degree, then what will be its area? So you write when the degree measure of central angle is theta, then area of the sector will be pi r square 360 into theta. Like here we can say cost of 50 pen is rupees 100. So cost of 1 pen 100 upon 50, or cost of 200 pen 100 upon 50 into 200. So in same unitary method we are using here to find the area of the sector. So what we get finally? When the degree measure of central angle is theta, the area of the sector, because theta may be any, like 30 degree, 60, 90, 120, 180 or 360. So finally we get or we obtain a relation or formula. So we get a formula for finding the area of a sector with radius r and central angle is theta. If the central angle is theta and radius is r, then formula for area, this is very important, pi r square 360 into theta. Because we know the value of pi, only two things we need, that is r and theta, which is already given. So with the help of this, one can find the area of the sector with the angle as a theta. Clear? Here r we called as a radius and theta is this. So can we find the length of arc? Now natural question is there. If we are finding this area, can we find the length of sector? Clear? Now here you can say for area of the major sector. Before that you see one more topic here. Point is there. If we are finding the area of this minor, suppose this is a minor, theta is less than 0. Clear? If we are saying that if theta is less than 180, so you can say area of minor sector is given by formula pi r square theta upon 360. So what is the area of the corresponding major sector? So very easy, because you know the area of this region and also we know the radius. So we can find the area of whole circle. So area of the unshaded region or area of the major sector is equal to whole area minus area of the minor sector. So what we write? Area of major sector is equal to area of circle minus area of minor sector. So one can easily find this one area. Clear? Area of a circle pi r square minus area of a minor sector pi r square 360 into it. Or vice versa. Vice versa means suppose this is a major segment. Suppose this theta is more than 180 and this is a major sector. Then how to find the area of a minor? Area of a circle minus area of a major sector. That's why we have only one formula, and that is also easy because you know the area of a circle pi r square, which we are multiplying by theta upon 360. We are multiplying by theta upon 360. So for minor or major you can use this if theta given. If you want to find the other part, then area of a circle minus area of the given, or you can say minor is given, then minor subtract, and major is given, then you have to subtract the major one. Now suppose we want to find, and we are discussing about the length of an arc of a sector. So you can say in same unitary method we have to use length of the arc of the sector, which is AB. We want to find AB. Length of the arc of a sector. This is a sector A, O, B, A. This whole as a sector. Now a natural question is there, how to find the length of arc of the sector. So this is the sector, but arc is AB. So how to find the AB? That we want to see. So again we use the unitary method for solving this. So you can say when the degree measure of central angle is 360. Then length of the arc of the sector, that we call perimeter, because when theta is 360, then this arc AB will be total boundary, or you can say circumference, or you can say perimeter of the circle, where the central angle is 360 degree. So the length of the arc of the sector, because whole circle we are saying as a sector, so its length of arc, that is whole the boundary, and which we know the formula 2 pi r. 2 pi r is the length of arc of the sector when central angle is 360. Now we use again unitary method. When the degree measure of central angle is 1 degree, length of the arc of the sector, again length of the arc of the sector by unitary method, 2 pi r upon 360. Now if we want to find when the degree measure of central angle is theta, suppose you want to find arc of this when theta is the central angle. So third point we write, when the degree measure of central angle is theta, then length of arc of the sector will be by unitary method multiplied by theta. So what we get, the length of the arc of the sector L equal to 2 pi r 360 into theta, or one can be also written as pi r theta upon 180, because 2 divide 360 180 times. So what we get, pi r theta upon 180. This is clear? So this is the formula for finding the length of arc of a sector of the angle theta. Clear? Now we take here some important point, but in your NCERT this is already finished and there are some examples, but we have to extend our portion for the length of. Now one more point, suppose say what is the length of the sector of a circle. Suppose the question asked, a natural question is there, what is the length of the sector of a circle with the central angle is theta and radius r, because this is the length of arc of a sector. And now we are saying what is the length of sector, this plus this plus this. So very important, you should be clear about this, there should be no confusion. This AO, BO plus AB, that is known as length of sector of a circle, and only AB, arc AB is called as the length of the arc of the sector. This is. So what is AO is radius, BO is radius, and AB we have already defined. So what, r plus r, 2r, pi r theta upon 180. Two r plus pi r theta upon 180. This is clear? How to find the length of sector of a circle and arc of the sector, 2 points. Now one more point, we have to find the area of the segment of a circle with central angle is theta and radius r. Suppose say what is the area of this segment? This is the segment we have already defined. The region between the chord and corresponding arc is known as segment. So now natural question we are arranging, that is say what is the area of this region? That is the area of the segment. So you know that this area we already know, that is the area of a sector. This whole region is known as the area of a sector, and from the area of a sector, if one can subtract the area of a triangle, or we remove the area of a triangle, then what left? Area of a segment. So we can write area of a sector minus area of triangle AOB. This triangle AOB. Similarly, if you want to find that, this is suppose minor segment, area of a sector pi r square theta 360, and you know that area of triangle may be different for different figure. Area of a triangle in the inside the circle, it may be right triangle, it may be isosceles triangle, it may be equilateral triangle, depending on this. That's why we are not using the proper formula. According to the given, we can use the formula. Now suppose if we have to find the area of a major segment, this is the area of suppose minor, then what is the major? Major means this whole area remaining. So area of a circle minus area of a minor. Now we draw here general formula, that is also very important for finding the area of a circle. Central triangle, where given, how to find with the help of a trigonometry, that we can see, that is not given in your textbook, but it is very important. That's why I am drawing here. Suppose we are given this is a circle, and here central angle is theta, and two boundary point A and B, we join this one. So here AO equal to BO equal to R, and central angle AOB is equal to theta. These are the radii of the circle. That's why AO equal to. Now we are trying to find a general formula for finding the area of this triangle. This may be any type, isosceles or equilateral triangle or scalene or anyone. So see, we draw a perpendicular OM on AB. If we are drawing a perpendicular from O to M, so you know that this angle will be 90 degree, and in previous class you already know, in triangle AMO and triangle BMO, these are right triangle. So you can say angle AMO equal to BMO, that is 90, and AO equal to BO, radius, which is we can say hypotenuse of both triangles, right triangle, and hypotenuse is equal, and one side is common, that is common. So by there is a theorem in congruent triangle, So R is a triangle AMO congruent to triangle BMO. So by simplicity what we get, this side AM equal to BM. Clear? So we get AM equal to BM. So if we are supposing this is X, then this is also X. Also this angle AOM and angle BOM both are equal to BOM, and this is half of the central angle, that is theta. We are considering here central angle as a theta, so it's half theta by 2. Correct? So we get these information. Now this angle you may write as a theta by 2. This is also theta. Now in triangle AOM, we see here in triangle AMO, angle M equal to 90 and angle AOM equal to theta by 2. Yes, see beta, in this triangle we are considering as a right triangle, and you already know in trigonometry, if this angle is theta we are considering, and this is 90, so this is base. Clear? This is base and this is perpendicular and this is hypotenuse. So now we find the OM and AM. So you can say OM upon AO, that is OM base upon hypotenuse, that is cos theta by 2. This is by trigonometry or trig. Now OM we want to find, that is height, and AO is the radius. So from this we get the value of OM and R cos theta by 2. Similarly, you can consider AM, that is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So AM upon AO equal to sine, perpendicular upon hypotenuse is sine. So we get AM equal to R sine theta by 2. Clear? So we get both AM, we get this. So AM, we are saying that it bisect. AM equal to twice of AB. So what we get AB? AB is twice of AM or twice of R sine theta by 2. Clear? So in this way we have to find the So see, now we use the formula of this triangle. In this triangle, this is height and this is base. So we can say area of triangle AOB, that is our final 1 by 2 base into height. So 1 by 2 base, that is AB, height, that is OM. So AB we can write 2R sin theta by 2. So 1 by 2, 2R sin theta by 2 into height of OM. OM we are writing R cos theta. So R cos theta by 2. So this 2 cancel with 2, R into R square. So this is the formula in general. We can write area of a triangle 2. So this is very important formula which we have to learn today. Clear? So dear student, using this formula one can find the area of the central triangle. Here theta is the half of the given angle. Clear? So by using this formula, and we already know radius and theta, one can find the. So this is all about today's class. You may be continue with us for more videos. In next video you see how do we use all these formulae in daily life problem, or how we solve the different type of problem. Thanks for watching. To be continue with us.